Good morning. We are at, well, once again, we're back in the chat area on the Cumberland Trail. We are going to get a little redemption for me. I've actually got Stop and Go with me this time. We've actually got a little bit of sunshine today. It's going to end sometime tonight. Tomorrow, thunderstorms. And then Saturday when we come out, more rain. We're at the Mowbray, I believe, Trailhead section. We're gonna go all the way down to the Rock Creek section, which I did last time, and then had to bail out on. It is about the same amount as far as weather goes, temperature-wise. 40 degrees, a little chill. Something was dying over there in the corner, freaked me out a little bit. A little late start. It's gonna be about 10 o'clock by the time we hit the trail, but should be good. I'm gonna try out the new gear that I haven't got to try out. Rocking the fanny pack full of good stuff, and then I'm gonna rock out. I know a lot of people are doing it, and since it's gonna be so wet, I'm gonna give it a go. I'll rock out these sandals. I'm gonna hike in these sandals, so see if my feet can dry out a little faster. Don't recommend it if you're not used to going barefoot or walking in barefoot style shoes, but I do it all the time, and shouldn't be a problem. But we'll see when we get back on this trail finally. Yo, it's a cold 40 this morning. Holy smokes. I'm talking plenty of mornings where it's this or a little bit cooler. Normally not a problem, but man, I'm feeling it today. For whatever reason, maybe I need a little bit more calories in me. I've got some snacks in the fanny pack here, so maybe start busting those out. Pretty happy that I was able to make this trip just 5 days ago. Did my first race ever. Of course, me being me, I can never make anything easy, so I had to make it as difficult as possible. And instead of running like a 5K or a half marathon or even a marathon, so I'd run an ultra marathon, 31.1 miles. Finished it. And boy, was I sore, so I wasn't sure how this trip was going to pan out, but legs feeling good again. We'll see after a few miles on this trail though how they're holding up. Hey, and it looks like, where's he at? There he is. Stop and Go finally hit the trail. I had to leave him. He was diddling around and I was turning into a popsicle slowly. So
having problems. Moving now though.
Woo. All right, on to this frosty trail we go. Sunshine though. Mm-hmm. Enjoy it while we have it.
Sun feels real good.
So we haven't been very long on the trail. We come over to this overlook, which is super cool. Record, Stop and Go, recording me. Get this interesting little rock outcropping, and then down with the power lines. Yeah, it's nice. That sun feels good, makes me want to stay here, which don't need to do. Moving on. We're barely past that little outcropping overlook, and then we've got all this. Yeah. And let's see if you can see it. Hard to tell from here, but this crazy rock is jutting out. Beautiful stream. No lack of pretty things to look at out here. I'll give it that much. And I'm starting to be able to feel my fingers now, so. A little bit of a rock scramble here. From up there. Down through here. Ugh. And some cool rock stuff back there. Yeah. Let's try not to kill ourselves going down this though. Oh, look at that. That's a lot farther down than it looked. Whew. Right. I'm gonna stop recording so I can do this without killing myself. Alright, so we're still by these rocks, as you can see. And as is the case sometimes with this area I found, is the blazing lacking a bit. And then there's a lot of people just kind of day hiking and exploring all the cool things out here. And so it starts making false trails, which can be a pain. Because we followed what's clearly a trail back this way, but I don't see any blazing, and there's a trail right through here as well. I honestly don't know which is which, so we're just gonna go see what might have blazes, what might not have blazes. This is a good place to have put some. That just looks like it goes back though, so I'm thinking we were on the right track. Worst case scenario is we've got to backtrack a wee bit more after we went down this other one, but come on, Cumberland Trail, get your blazes together. I mean, it ain't a great view, but it's a little bit of a view. We've been going for about an hour now. I'm gonna be honest, this trail so far has been slightly unremarkable, except for this guy right here, this tree. So wood beats rock, or paper beats rock, I should say.
Paper does beat rock. Indeed.
And that's why that happens like that. So paper beats rock. Yeah. Boring day so far. We got some cool rocks and stuff to see, but hopefully it's gonna get a little more exciting.
No vistas thus far.
Yeah, no real vistas. We've got this little bit of stuff we can see, but it's just like houses and pastures. Nothing to write home about. Not really challenging either so far, which is a-okay by me, except for the just the leaves all over the place. So that makes it a little bit more of a challenge.
These guys growing onto the rock there. Little berries.
Oh, yeah, he's right. It's Christmas berries.
Christmas berries. Yay! Merry Christmas.
Hopefully something cool to see soon.
Getting closer to an area where potential views might be happening, though.
Yeah. Just a little overgrown to see much anything here, but
Don't trip.
yeah, it's a little ways up here. Well, I get to hit this rock first, and then
Yeah, but the second bounce is going to be the
that's the one that gets you, right?
That's the one that gets you.
Let's get a little more interesting now, and you can also see. Just keep walking. Keep walking. I'm about to brag on you. Stop and Go's homemade DIY backpack there. Has the X-Pack material and whatnot. It's looking sharp.
This is the prototype. Keep an eye out for CRGC.
There you go. Look at that. He's thinking about making a small mass-produced. And I say mass in a very small quantity. Basically to order, right? Maybe. But yeah, it's looking pretty cool. He kind of styled it semi off the Kumo, but with some extra features. So. He's going to hope for no catastrophic failure. There's no backup pack.
I did not bring. I thought about it actually. I thought about bringing a little, like the little.
Yeah, a little like summit pack kind of thing.
Nope. I'm in it to win it.
Yeah, man, you can't do that because then it's easy bail out. You got to make sure that you got to be all in.
I gotta have faith in my gear.
Yeah, absolutely. No faith in. How can anybody be convinced? Yeah, this is way more interesting to me for whatever reason.
To open up a little bit.
We'll see.
Entering into some interesting forest over here.
All right, a little bitty mini lunch break. What you got there? What is that?
This is a Larabar seeds and nuts.
Oh, I don't think I've ever seen that.
Very yummy.
Justin's maple almond butter for me.
This will be good with that on this.
Yeah, well, that's not gonna happen. I see what he's trying to do there. So there's no way to get around. What you looking at? Oh, strange piece of wood or rock.
Stripy rock.
Interesting. No way to get around the water on this trail. So the feet have gotten wet, but so far,
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm dry.
sandals. He's not. He's a liar. He's just hopping around. He's got water on his shoes. But luckily, feet are drying out really quick because obviously no socks, none of that. The feet don't feel too bad. That weird rubber material gets a little bit slippery when it gets wet, but I hear it's way better than the leather-soled versions. So no complaints, and there'll definitely be more wet feet before this trip is done. Yeah, nothing but wet tomorrow. I like how the trail and the streams tend to merge into one more often than not on this thing.
It's the Cumberland River Trail.
Yeah, it's an interesting design choice. So. Oh God. Got a nice little bit of water here, and then whatever this is. You're speculating maybe a piece of an old bridge, perhaps?
I think it's a bridge stanchion. I think that's what it is.
That's the best guess I think that we have. Oh, nice. All right, just a little bit past that bridge, signage. Little soggy trailhead, 0.4, and then, as I almost die,
Oh, we still
0.7 hot water, Mowbray Road is 4.2, so we've been 4.2, and then Cumberland North South. Bam.
Yep.
What time is it?
It is 12, so 2 miles in.
Okay, well, that's fine. We've been dilly-dallying. Yeah.
Checking out vistas,
So,
non-vistas.
yeah. Non-business, just things in general, like whatever this is. Just checking all this out. Yeah.
Cool stuff.
So that's what you do when you're out here. You look at things. Not this weekend. Last weekend there was a race, but it was only a race against myself in distance. It was not against anyone else, I promise you that. Oh. Fun. Let's see if we can do it without killing ourselves. Woo! Site 4, incline control house. I'm guessing maybe that's what that was back there. This guy over here. A control house for river, supposedly? I don't know. It's cool though. Won't be any problem with the water. Oh yeah. I can see the remnants of the control house over here. So I might as well just keep you. Oh,
Remnants of what?
control house. That's what that sign said.
Ah, that's
Right up here.
okay. So not a. Okay.
Yeah, you led me astray with your beliefs. Woo, that looks cold. Deep and cold, baby.
That looks.
Gosh.
That looks nice and clean though.
It's, well, I don't know about that.
I'm at the white.
I'm about to
bar.
say, all this weird foam you're talking about. Here we go, check this out.
Oh. Okay, that's still not that.
No, but I bet it's part of that.
Wow.
And then some more over here.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a little
this is
signage.
Big.
Yeah.
Or whatever it was.
Site 8.
Boiler, house. Boiler house. Was this a still?
I mean, if it's still, it's the nicest still that's ever
Yeah.
been had in all of moonshining history.
Boiler house.
What
would that be?
I don't know. If you know, let me know, because we didn't bother to look up anything.
We did not.
As per usual, we just come out and we just go.
We come out, find things, and then
Yeah.
learn about them later.
Don't do as we do. Yeah, there's all kinds of little ruins.
7 operating hub.
So there was something major happening out here.
What was out here?
Something cool though.
Yeah.
Some more brickwork.
I'm gonna look into this.
More brickwork. And little waterfalls, man. I like this. This is a fun little area. It's good because the surrounding isn't like there's a road up there, and I don't know, it isn't the most exciting thing to look at. It's a more large rock structure right there.
Road.
Yeah, I got that already. Yeah, there's all kinds of various old debris through here. Tree took that spot as its home. So this is really cool. You normally don't see this many in the wild like this in a little pack. So we'll try not to startle them, but oh, wow, check it out. Look at all those tires just in the wild like that. Simply beautiful. Amazing. Glad we saw that. I know we just saw that small pack, but I think we might have found their den. Look at that. I think that's their den. Amazing. Let's not disturb them. Okay. So we're in the land of garbage, as you can see. And we semi lost the trail. I mean, we knew coming to this thing that parts of these are a little confusing. But man, it's just like, the problem is everyone else gets confused, follows the same semi-pseudo trail that they can see because it's not blazed very well, which makes it more pronounced, hence making it more confusing. So we're just trying to look and not do too much extra work, because it doesn't.
I mean, we're right here.
Doesn't look like we cross over there anywhere. It doesn't really look like there's a trail. I can't see a single blaze, so.
I think it does go up around that.
That, oh yeah, that's fun. All right, back to the land of trash we go. Stop and Go just said, assuming that his GPS mapping device works. Fills you with confidence. I'll tell you what though, it's been challenging the last couple, or at least the last mile. It's just blow down after blow down after blow down, and they are all.
It'll go from having blazes every 5 feet.
Yeah, to no blazes.
Overblazed to, I don't see one at all.
But these blowdowns are all at inconvenient height levels, so. It's super rad. I think I'm gonna backtrack to where we last saw a blaze. I'm gonna try to re-pick up from there.
That's probably a good idea.
Which probably means more blowdowns. Alright. Yeah, because this is a hot mess. Hot mess.
Yeah, this is exactly
All
what
right.
the map was showing. It was just pulling us
Yeah.
over there.
Quick update, we did backtrack to where we saw a blaze and got back on track. There's a very sharp to the, if you're coming up the trail, to the right, that we did not see. Saw the blaze on the left, but it's not double blazed to kind of let you know that there's a sharp turn there. So we just, assumed you could see a clear path moving forward, just assumed it was going forward, and was not. So,
You know what happens when you assume?
yeah, but we played the smart play. Smart play is always to go back to where you remember last seeing a blaze,
Absolutely.
and then just kind of try to re-pick it back up from there.
This is cold.
Get you a handful. Unless you plan on Santa Claus bringing you some, and we'll start a fire tonight.
Merry Christmas.
No thanks. Look at there. A little bit of a view. And whoever lives over there, ooh, they got a spectacular view. Amazing. So, stop and go is normally faster than me on the trail anyways. Nothing new. But he is absolutely blowing my doors off today. Just lacking in energy a little bit, I think. Cursed on this trail, I swear. This trail doesn't like me. A little bit my own fault though. I knew, being only 5 days after that ultra, we both knew that there was going to be a possibility I'd be a little struggly. And I am. I just don't have the push that I normally have on the pace. I'm fairly slow for me right now. And I definitely injured my toe at some point during that race. So that's keeping things interesting and hobbling me just a hair. But we will get a night in the hammock this time. Just no way. And at this point, kind of have to. Sun's coming out, it's warming me up. That feels good. That's helping out these weary bones and muscles. Go just a little bit more. So. Whew. 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Still trucking, still moving. Definitely one of those days when I'm trying to keep the energy level as high as I can. It's important every trip, obviously, but for me, this trip a little more so. So I've been trying to eat something every 2 hours. So about 2 hours ago, I had Epic Bison Bar. Always does me right. And now I've got their peanut butter bar with dates, egg whites, peanut oil, sea salt, all that. That should be a nice little boost. Just like what I did with because I'm moving so slow. With the bison bars, just eat on the go. Fuel and eat. Camp isn't super far away. There's a road walk tomorrow right after camp. And if we can make the time, I would love to consider going ahead and getting that out of the way while it's not raining. I just feel like it on these little squirrely mountain roads that could be, low visibility, slick roads. I'd rather just not deal with it if I can avoid it. But pace and sunlight will dictate that. So we'll see. I'm not going to push myself too hard and just completely bonk out here. So if we make it, we make it. If not, we'll just cross that road tomorrow. Literally, that road.
Found this really cool little cave. Just hanging out in the middle of the trail. That's deep, man.
Yes, it is. Wow, it's
I can zoom in and see it back.
dark in there.
Way back.
Oh yeah. No thank you, sketchy cave. No thank you. It is cool to see though.
Isn't it?
First real cool thing we've seen now that we've crossed this rock slide.
That's pretty cool.
Lets me know that all these rocks are super unstable.
Yeah.
Don't worry, it's only hanging above our heads.
No worries. No worries. We're safe.
Well, if you're an adventurous type and you don't mind death, check out this cave. Oh, we're on a rock staircase of doom here. So sorry about the bounce. Just every step's a little curious. And some of them apparently aren't very stable, so that's awesome. Excellent. We gained a whole bunch of elevation, and as per the way, you have to give it back. You only get to keep it for a little while. That's what we're doing. Giving it all away. Heading down towards this valley. I believe we're going to cross this river down here at some point. and we're gonna see if we can find the rock that tried to buck. Stop and go. I think it's this one. Yeah, it's that one. All right. Enough of the bouncy video. I'm gonna get off here until we get down to the bottom. All right. Honestly, no idea how loud that actually is, but we do know how pretty it is.
That's just beautiful.
The rail looks fine.
No problem.
No problems with it. I have complete, utter faith in this ridge. No worries. Notice who I let go first. I thought you said it was solid.
Oh, look, there's the 67.
Yep. Might as well keep the video rolling, just in case, yeah. This is the last time I'm ever seen or heard from. Why are you shaking it before I get to go across? It's fine, there's plenty of rocks to land on down there. Plenty, no problem. Dude, these steps do not feel super great.
I felt the same thing.
Like, I'm no codes expert, but I don't know, it just seems a little shaky.
Yeah. Well,
Where
they are bolted down here, so I'm happy about that. But
do we go from here? Oh my smokes.
I assume. Because I'm sure as hell hoping it in that way.
Oh my god. Fun. The things you sign up to do for yourself. Alright. Up we go, I guess. Woo! Slippery. Now this is pretty cool. Woo. Still trying to trek. It's about 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We're still going. We're like 13 miles in or so. Honestly thought the camp was already should have been here by now, but hey, whatever. We'll get the cool rock overhang. Stop and go. Waiting on my crippled self. Toes definitely flared up. Doing something. I think it'd be fine, but all these wonderful rocks to step on.
Yeah,
Really do a number on it.
My ankles are feeling good.
Yeah, oh, rocks, 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 rocks. If it was just a nice, normal trail, I think we'd be in business. But
These are rock munchers from Never Ending Story to go
I shouldn't be surprised. There's only so much you can ask your body to do in a short period of time. And apparently, I have pushed the limit a little bit too far.
So we know for next time not to do a 3-day hike 4 days after you got back.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Kind of like when you have that extra bowl of spaghetti. You're like, I could do it. You can't. I couldn't. We're still going to get a night in here, though. One way or the other. Really, we don't have a choice but to get a night in, so that goes without saying. Wow. Just wet and muddy and nasty. Woo! So you remember when the trail was a trail and not a river? Oh, gross. Here's what we're dealing with. Ah. That's cold. Not looking forward to tomorrow when it does this. in earnest. Alright, this is slick. I'm getting off here so I don't die. Well, we were making good time. But, as always, something threw a monkey wrench in it. Had to rain gear up back there. The water coming off those rocks was a deluge. And we already got a little wet, which is awesome because it's not that warm out here. My foot is quickly deteriorating, so is my mood. Just kind of want to be at camp, set up the hammock, get some food in my belly, kick up my feet. We've been 13 miles, and we're just still going. It's getting crazy at this point. Oh,
It's a long 13 miles.
it's the longest 13 miles. Cumberland Trail, you're not a nice trail. Definitely, you're not my favorite trail. You're on the...
Nope. On the naughty list.
You're definitely on the naughty list.
'Tis the season.
I wanted to give you the benefit of the doubt and come back and give you a second try. Not impressed. Not impressed with you and your behavior.
Yep, you promise.
Yeah, that's promise.
Some good things.
Just gotta get your act together a little bit out here. Come on now.
No one wants to walk in the rain on a sunny day.
Sure don't. And a little bit of signage. It'd be nice to know where I'm going. But you don't always get what you want, so we're just one foot in front of the other with the hope that one day we'll eventually make it to a camp. And if not, we'll just have to make a campsite. Alright, CT, I talked bad about you just a second ago, but I mean, you do have some pretty parts to you. I just don't know why you can't be like this more often. Why you gotta be the other way. So I'm kind of hoping we camp somewhere over here. See, it looks like maybe somebody's crossed. That could be in the warmer months, though. I'm not about to do it right now. Still going, man. Still going. I'll update you when I get to camp. Just had to show you that. Yeah, I guess it is kind of pretty sometimes. Well, there were some people back there camping. Oh, they got a spit. They were back there. They had a fire going and everything. It was so beautiful. We're like, nah, we want to be in their business. So let's just blow them by. And we'll suck it up. We'll find somewhere. Worst case scenario, we'll make do. We've made do before. And then just a little ways down. The trail kicks you in the shins, and then it's like a Sour Patch Kid, man. It kicks you, then it gives you something sweet. Oh, you even got like a nice little bench ready for us. Get this fire pit going. Oh.
They even cleaned it off, so it's nice and clean.
So now I'm gonna go ahead and get some water. I've cold soaking in my foods because that'll take forever. And first order of business is set this hammock up. Never really in the wild got to set up this dream hammock sparrow, so it might take me a second to fiddle it and get it adjusted. There's some big trees around here too, so don't shake that while I'm under it, please. So yeah, Widowmaker check, and time to find the proper locales. We'll check back in. Ooh, getting cold now that the sun's going down, but getting close to being done. Stuff and goes basically done. Trying to get the poncho to dry out from the mini waterfall we had to go under. There's Sparrow. Never tried a top cover before, so I'm curious to see. I know there's like the verdict split between people. Some like it, some don't. Seems like this kind of weather right here where it's not going to be freezing. It's probably the ideal. I think it's going to be kind of windy, even though we shouldn't have much here, but I got it. I want to try it. I want to see what it does. So if I don't like it, just put the bug net on. Never worry about it again. Got the food soaking. I'm going to finish getting this tarp ready to go because there will be rain tonight. Joy. Finished product. Ta-da! UGQ Winter Dream 12. Just nothing custom, fancy, anything like that. You know, just the one you can get off the shelf for a stupid good price. Got the Sparrow ready to go with the garbage. Ready to quilt. Might have to make some adjustments there. We'll see. And I don't know why. I just felt on a whimsy. I haven't used this thing in years, but I have that Eno underbelly gear sling. And I threw it in. And I'm kind of glad I did now. That's totally not necessary, but I did it. So it looked like my couscous chicken and asparagus has rehydrated. It looks like pretty nicely. So I'm going to hope that Stop and Go here can make some fire happen because my toesies would appreciate it. Give us a little backpacker TV. And I'm going to eat. Woo! So rocking my little dollar headlamp here that I found at Walmart. I was just curious. It's super light. It's $1. Worst case scenario, I use it around the house. But hey, it's okay. I wouldn't want to do any night hiking with it if I didn't have to, but just to find things around camp, not a problem. But more importantly, fire! Now what's awesome about this fire is this is the first campfire I've had in a long time that I didn't have to make. And that makes it extra special to me.
We both made it.
No,
participated.
I gathered a couple sticks and threw it in there. I had very little to do with this one, and that makes me super happy. As Chris is trying to kill it with water. Unbelievable.
I'm more sad about my missed cocoa opportunity.
That's true. So, all is well for right now. So, that's good. Situation looking up. Probably a bailout tomorrow, though, but that's okay. We were going to get a night in. That's what we really wanted to do, so we're doing it.
We got it.
We did it.
We are outside.
Precarious. Very precarious. We'll see how this works. Well, it is. Let's see what it is. It's almost 7 Eastern Standard Time. This Sparrow, took me a little bit. It's just a little different than my other one. Need to do a little bit more to it. Setup wasn't the best as far as what I had available, but I've got it now. This thing is luxurious. Holy smokes. I feel like I've got room for days up in here. Took care of my feet. Got my wool socks on. They're warming up. I think I'm probably going to read a little bit. Maybe go to the bathroom one more time before the rain comes in, and then try to pass out. So, and then we'll figure out how we're going to get out of here in the morning, which will be an adventure in and of itself. But, it's like 14, 15 miles today with a slightly bummed foot and all that. Pretty happy. And I'm finally getting to sleep in the hammock, which really is the goal of the whole thing. So, we'll see you guys in the morning. Morning. We slept in late. It's about to be 8 o'clock. I don't think either me or Stopping will ever sleep that late out on the trail. It was pretty cold last night. I don't really know what it got down to. Probably touched the high 30s. But man, this stream hammock, it knocked me out. It was awesome. It was exactly what I needed. Had trouble sleeping the last several trips. And this definitely solved that problem, as evident by my late waking. Whew, sorry. So now it's time to get a little bit of fuel in me, some breakfast of some sort, some coffee, and figure out how we're gonna get on home because man, this foot is kicking. So let's get to that. All right, we're up. We're packed. Everything's all in. Only the tarp is a little damp. The tarp a little damp. I think it rained a little bit last night. Yeah.
Yeah, it sprinkled rain in the night just a little bit. Not too heavy.
Stop and go, didn't sleep again, so I was out. Probably one of the best night sleeps I've ever had in the woods. Thank you, Dream Hammock. But chilly, cold morning. Got that weird cold damp. Kind of hurts. Oh, and top cover. Top cover was a win. I could see where if it was
yeah, I meant to ask you about that.
yeah, a little bit colder, maybe the condensation would freeze on top, and that would be not a fun time. But in this like low 40s, upper 30 kind of weather, it was nice. Well, very cocooned, very warm. So we're gonna swing some packs on, figure out how to get out of here, and I guess have some walking breakfast. 'Cause I'm hungry. Got the coffee ready to go. We're gonna do it.
I'd say that amount's interesting.
So just cruising along, having some coffee. It's actually fairly interesting up here. We've got a rando trail this way. Random utensil of sorts this
Grub and
way.
hoe.
Grub and hoe is what Stop and Go says. And I guess our trail's this way?
Yep.
Nice start to the morning. Nice soft pine needles from my busted toe.
I want this to be my life.
He said, well, my life. Yeah, I could concur, but maybe a little warmer. Oh, that's real pretty. Nice little,
Where are the fairies?
yeah, nice little stream with the moss there.
Clean.
Sure is. Whew.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, this section so far 1,000 times better
Yeah.
start than yesterday.
How can we make this the whole track?
Absolutely 1,000 times better.
Again, love pine forests.
Yes. Yeah, this is just cool.
Yeah.
Some Lord of the Rings nonsense out here.
A little bit. You really need to go to New Hampshire, man.
Been once, just didn't get to go backpacking. So this is a second big hole I found.
Second what?
Like,
Oh,
luckily,
yeah.
this one's pretty far off the trail. The other one's marked with some pink flags back there.
What is it? Big fucking hole.
Yeah, there's a big one back there too. So, leads me to believe this little section is pretty as it is.
Can you see the bottom?
I couldn't. Slightly dangerous.
I didn't. Oh, I don't want to drop my phone down there.
Don't drop your phone, don't drop your leg.
That would suck.
All right. Cool section nevertheless, despite its danger. Maybe even more so because of its danger. So, I'm just cruising down by this river, which is super peaceful this morning. It's great. All that nonsense I was talking about the trail yesterday, no problems today. But the old truck, like, I always wonder, how does this get here? What were the circumstances that brought it here? The door's way over here.
No idea. It's weird.
It's cool, like on a different lifetime ago,
Yeah.
that truck had the ability to get down here somehow, and then
Just weird.
that's where it stayed. But oh, look at all this! Is this not beautiful? It's gorgeous. Now this is worth it. But then there was only a way to just
Yeah.
go straight to this section.
You can't go out at this trailhead and just come this way.
Yeah, I guess so. It'd be a short
And then go back out.
section,
Yeah.
wouldn't it? But I like this.
Pretty nice.
Slowly warming up. Me personally, not the outside, I don't think. But Now we're on the blaze hunt again. So we're gonna get to that.
Right here.
Yeah.
We're going slow enough that I'm slowly muffling fine.
I think I'm gonna shed a layer.
What's that?
I think I'm gonna shed a layer.
You do you.
I will do me. Oh, it's starting to rain, so we're gonna rain gear up.
I think I'm gonna have to trade this poncho in. I really like yours better.
It's nice, yo.
This was a good
It's a test run to see
good
if you like
test
it.
run, good try, but it's just not quite right.
Not quite what you need to be. Alright, let's get everything back on. I'm slow, man. I'm pokey. I'm broken.
This little guy,
I'm broken.
loving this.
Woo! Woo! Chilly.
Good transition.
So we're pulling up on this Indiana Jones bridge here. Holy smokes. I don't know about you, but I have full faith and confidence
In those rocks that go next to it.
in this bridge. Oh yeah, somebody looks like they may have said nope. I don't know why, this looks totally fine.
Nothing wrong with that.
Totally fine. Part of you wants to try the bridge.
I'll set a camera up on this. Alright.
Yeah, it's fine. It's slick. Oh, this will be, oh, that's a little squishy.
Jacob is trying the
Oh, oh, oh. Is this one even nailed? Okay, that one's nailed. Oh, yeah, totally fine. Totally safe. Completely up to codes. It's fine.
Well, I got you coming this side, so I'll send that.
Look at this. It's
Whoa.
a great little campsite.
This is a perfect campsite. Okay,
Yeah.
good to know.
Yeah, we'll need to remember this one because this is great. Lots of good little hammocks. Water's just right on the other side over there. I don't see any widowmakers per se. Yeah, and you got a cool little rickety bridge. Venison Epic Bar. We're both rocking them out. Some Epics. Get some calories in us.
Good stuff.
We don't have far to get out to the road. I think it's probably gonna set half
I
a
can
mile.
hear the road.
Yeah. So
Well, it's less than a mile to get to where the road is. I don't know if that's exactly where the exit point of the trail is, but
we're doing it. So we haven't made it very far. We'll take a break. Stop and go's looking for some sinus meds because they're on overdrive right now. And apparently I'm the hungriest man on the planet. I've already had my breakfast bar. I've already had an Epic bar. I'm having a Goo energy gel. I'm just hungry. Did you find him?
no.
Uh-oh. The search continues. Alright, we are closing in on the road. You can hear it. Cars are zooming on by. Feels like the rain's starting to mist up on us, so maybe we can beat the thunderstorm portion of it before it gets going in earnest. So all the things I wanted to try out on this trail, no complaints really. These sandals, took me a second just to kind of be a little more careful than when I usually am walking. Once I kind of got that down pat and wasn't my usual clumsy self, I actually like them. Even though it's pretty cold out here, my feet don't feel cold, but I'm also one of those maniacs who's used to walking around in flip-flops and sandals in the middle of winter. So definitely mileage probably varies. That dream hammock put me in a sleeper hold. I passed out and died last night at some point, I guess. Rock harvesting. I don't think I've ever seen that term. I'm trying to think of cold soaking. So I did couscous, asparagus, and chicken. The couscous is very thirsty and greedy with water. So needless to say, that didn't. I mean, it was fine. It tasted great. But couscous stole most of the water from the chicken. So for next time, I'll remember that. With hot water, it'd been fine. We'll step up and over. Dilio, yeah, going down is going to be interesting. Whoa! Get my hunchback here. So yeah, I've enjoyed it so far. If I wouldn't have, should have spaced it out a little farther from that race, so I could have enjoyed it a little bit more. But Stop and Go looks like his pack has held up quite nicely, so that's a good thing. How's the pack been treating you?
Good. I'm real happy with it. I'm into do a little post-hike video.
All right.
I didn't really get to do much on the trail.
There we go. More info soon. I'm gonna make Stop and Go make his own YouTube channel. I'm gonna force him into it, and then I can share that info. Oh yeah, road.
So I guess we just hike along the road until
Yes.
the
All right. Sweet, sweet sounds of road. What kind of snake you think that is? It's a pretty girthy one. It's awful cold for it too. Interesting little section we're walking here. We're right. You see it, yeah. Next to private property, which is a very nice looking piece of property. Looks like they've taken some time to cut out all the underbrush. And then right there next to the highway, so we're in this little strip here. Little strip of space to walk down the trail. I haven't done much backpacking in anywhere similar to this, so I wouldn't necessarily call it pretty, but it's neat. It's different, something different. So somehow, some way, in the middle of boomsticks, yeah, Stop and Go was able to call an Uber, so that's pretty rad. We're gonna get picked up, cut it just a little bit short, which is a-okay. Like I say, my toe is jacked up. Stop and Go's wife starting to feel a little sick, so it'd be good for him to make sure that he's home to help out. Like I said, we accomplished what we wanted to. We wanted to get out and test some new gear and stuff. Maybe the Cumberland Trail's cursed for me. I don't know. Maybe I'm not meant to hike this trail, but it's not a total loss. Now the next part is going to be figuring out how this Uber thing is going to pick us up. Exciting. All right, so red car was still there. Cheap car is still here, so we made it. Our Uber ride, Karen, was MVP. A little crazy.
But
the driving was a little sketch, but God
we
bless
got
her.
there, and that's the best thing.
Yeah, she drove all over the world to get to us.
She did.
It was
At least all over
Soap Creek, Saudi Daisy area, yeah. Man, it's just getting worse. I'm kind of glad we did bail out. The foot is
Yeah, this weather's not looking good.
much worse than anticipated, but hey, got to sleep outside. Well, I did.
counts for something.
You didn't sleep outside.
I did not sleep outside. I laid in a hammock outside for a long time. But
I was happy with all my gear. How are you with your DIYs?
super happy with my gear.
You can see it right here.
What?
Your back.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, you
right
see.
back there. My pack actually worked great for
Okay.
the prototype.
Yeah.
Really excited to modify a couple of features and make it a permanent bag. So.
All right. Well, we'll hit the next trip. Hopefully next time it'll actually not rain, but I'm not crossing fingers.
Has it ever not?
No, it's never not.
We'll see.
So, thanks.
Adios.
Definitely not sad that we're not in this anymore. Oh, what a mess. What a mess.